So good morning, everybody. Let me give a small intro about our speaker, Dr. D Doreen Robin. She's the Director of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, CIRF Chennai. She received her B.Tech in Information Technology from Madras University, ME and Ph.D. in Computer Science from Anna University. Her research interests include parallel and distributed computing, peer-to-peer computing, grid computing, cloud computing, big data analytics, and also computational intelligence and artificial intelligence. She worked in various engineering colleges in and around Chennai, like SVCE, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, SSN College of Engineering, etc. She has published about 30 papers in international national conference as well as international journals. She is a reviewer in very reputed journals also. So we welcome you, ma'am. Students make the session very interactive as much as possible. You can ask your doubts, whatever you have with future of AI, you can ask your doubts. So, ma'am, you can start now.
Good morning. Good morning to all the students, the staff. I extend my thankful note to the VIT University. A special thanks to Dr. Virgin ma'am and Jani ma'am for having invited me to give a talk on the topic future of AI. Happy to see almost 66 students online right now. All right. How are you all? So we'll have a responses on the chat, please. Okay, today we're going to see about the future of AI. All right. So happy to meet you all. I know you're into the classes and you're joining from your classes. Though this pandemic has never affected our academics, okay, teachers have come out of their comfort zones to teach you the best of their ability, and students, you're grabbing the knowledge to the best of your ability. I know you're almost in the end of your semester and you had a subject on AI. I know you will have a wide spectrum of knowledge on AI. All right. How are you all today? Can I have your responses on the chat? It's a very simple question. It's not related to AI. Just a very simple question. How are you today? Kindly put up your answers on the chat. Good. Thank you, Naga. Thank you, Devang. Thank you, Yashwan. Thank you, Tejashwini, Nishant, Rupali, Anu. Yeah. So I'm extremely happy to hear that you're good and that you're great and that you're nice. Okay. These words are exceptional right now in this pandemic, you know, what we are facing, especially what India is facing now. So I just ask you all a very simple question. Okay, it's how are you? Okay, how are you? But see, most of you have given a very good positive response, but the words are different. All right, it's good, it's fine. All right, ma'am. Nishanta said it's all right. Somebody said nice. You said good, great. Okay, so this is what, even in artificial intelligence, we'll be training our system in such a way. All these are positive response. I praise and thank God we have not got any negative responses, right? So but the words are different. Okay, but the words of each and every one, whatever you have responded, it is different. But the output is, it's good. All right, this is trained from a brain. Our brain, I know if it is fine, it is a positive response. If it is good, it's a positive response. Only a medium response, like one person has said, is all right. All right, because this is all trained from a brain. This is what we are going to train onto your system on our AI. Okay, so today we are going to see about future of AI. Okay, future of AI. Let me share my screen. You can say whether you're able to see in my screen. Can you see my screen, please? One of you could respond.
Yeah, it's slowly. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see its webinar on future of AI? Is my screen seen? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your response. intelligence. All right. So today we are going to see on future of AI. Before I start, okay, let's move on into the basic thing the researchers are currently working on is that they're integrating AI with robotics. All right. Robotics, it's a field that deals with the creation, designing of mechanical humans. Okay, a robot is a machine capable of sensing and interacting with the environment. All right. So, have you ever learned a paper on robotics? Yes, no, yes. Or have you got any experiences about robotics? No. Okay. So today I'll be sharing details with you how you can integrate with the robotics with AI. Okay, robotics with AI, that is the future. And many of the researchers are working on with that. Okay. So robotics here, when we say robotics, we cannot make exact human, but the researchers are trying to mimic humans. Okay, I know you should have heard of a robot serving in hotels. Yes, no? One of you can unmute and say whether you have heard about it. Humans, robot serving. You should have seen some videos on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Yes or no? Okay.
They are responding in chat box.
Okay, I'll check on
yes,
it.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Students, you can say this simple questions only. You can respond to ma'am. Okay?
Yeah. You can unmute, and when I go into my screen share, that is where it's like mechanical humans. Okay, but nevertheless, we cannot make exact humans because we are all created by God. Okay, so it's capable of sensing, and whatever it is trained, that is basically artificial intelligence. Whatever we have trained, it will respond accordingly. Okay, a robot is a machine capable of sensing and interacting with its environment. Okay, so that is what is robotics. Now, the future of AI, when we see it is integrating both AI and robotics, you can do splendid apps, or you can say splendid application, which is the work of humans. Okay, so when you take into artificial intelligence, okay, artificial intelligence, it increases the comforts of human. Okay, it increases the industrial productivity. I'll show you some videos how it is used in industry. Okay, it's not only quantitative as well as qualitative production. Okay, so it's both. It simplifies the work of humans. It tries to complete a huge amount of work with less time, with perfection. All right, and it's cost efficiency. So whenever we say AI, because you've learned, I went through your syllabus, right? Okay, it's a computer program that is capable of creating a machine having its own intelligence and behavior. Okay, so before moving into different AIs, can one of you give me an example of AI that you're using it or that you've experienced it? You could unmute and say, or you can put it onto the chat. But quick, please. Any AI that you're, I know most of us, we are experiencing a lot. Yes, Alexa. Was expecting Alexa. Google Assistant, Siri. Yes. When you have iPhone, we say Siri, call, and whatever name. Yes, speech to text. Yes. Achana, yes, Tesla car. Excellent, Deepak. Tesla car is the best example. Yes. And even recently, last week, I don't know whether you saw in the news, we think Tesla was really, I'm not putting down, they're doing a very great innovation, but even a Tesla car driven by a person and two people on driving in the car, it's fully burnt. I don't know. So every technology that comes, it has got both pros and cons. Excellent, Deepak. Excellent. Yeah, Cortana, speech to text. So you know the different AIs that are available. All right. So it increases the comfort. When you take about self-driving cars, we don't want to drive, and we could the system will do whatever we want. So AI is a computer program. So when you take a self-driven car where we integrate AI with robotics, all right. So it's a computer program that's capable of creating, capable of creating a machine that has its own intelligence and behavior. When you take Tesla cars, it has its own intelligence when there is a block, when there is a signal, how it progresses. All right. So what we have seen about robotics, we have seen about AI. Now we are going to see about the integration of AI and robotics. Okay, when you integrate AI and robotics, it's a powerful combination for automating a task inside and outside of factory settings. Okay, so when you see a separate stream of robotics or when you see a separate stream of AI, both are highly intelligent. Both are highly intelligent. But when it gets integrated, okay, it's a powerful combination of automizing tasks. Okay, AI has become increasingly common presence in robotic solutions, introducing flexibility and learning capability in previously rigid applications. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about, listen to the presentation very carefully. Okay, at the end of the session, okay, at the end of the session, we are going to have a live quiz. You will be playing the quiz along with us. At the end, we'll see who will be the winner. The questions it's just 5 MCQ questions. It will be from the presentation. So listen to the presentation carefully. Thank you, boss. Okay. So we are going to see about 4 robotic application that uses artificial intelligence. Assembly. Okay, AI is a highly useful tool in robotic assembly applications, where it is combined with advanced vision, can help with real-time corrections. Okay, in complex manufacturing, you could have seen how the cars have been manufactured. Okay, when you, after the session, you can go into YouTube and find how the machines, the cars are manufactured. Mostly it is with robot, only the testing is done by the human. Okay, AI can also help robots learn on its own. Okay, on the best part while it's on operation. All right, how many of you have seen the video of Amazon packing? One of you can unmute and speak. We have beautiful 87 students here. Have you ever seen how Amazon packs? Is it human or it is automated? Hello? Are you there with me?
Yeah, students, please respond.
Okay. So if you, yeah, it's automized. Thank you, Nishit. Thank you, Nishit. So it is automized. It is automized. They don't have much. See, if it is automized, they don't have to pay for the human. Okay, but rather they're focusing on delivering on the home deliveries, right? So whenever I speak, you can make a note of it after the session. You can, yeah. Thank you, Aishwarya, for responding from the YouTube chat. All right, so this is one example. The second, I told you, right? Packaging. That is what Amazon is doing. Okay. Robotic packages uses form of AI frequently. The best example is Amazon. Okay, it correctly goes and grabs the product, which is automized. All right, and then it sends it for dispatching motions while constantly refining them, and it's all done by the program that is developed and it's embedded onto the robots. So the first application, a robotic application that uses AI, is assembling. The best example is car assembly. Okay, how the cars are manufactured, even the mobile phones. Okay, even the mobile phones manufacturing unit, if you could go check it out, you can see this automized by robots packing. I told you about the Amazon delivery, the customer service. Okay, at the start of the session, I told you, right? You can see hotels. You've got robots that comes and gives food. If that has been automized, there is a lot of human that could be replaced. Okay, they go to the hotel, they sit, they have a display, they can select what food they want to order, and then it directly goes to the kitchen. It is being they prepare the food, and then having the table number, they provide the food to the robots. The robots directly come into the particular place, and for this to happen, for this to happen. All right, a lot of programs. Okay, you should have learned about the training algorithms, the training phase and the testing phase. I hope you should have learned in this course. Okay, if there is time, I'll just show you some examples about it. Okay, so here we used in customer services and retails and hotels around the world. So wherein it is integrating your AI with your robotics. All right, so your robots also interact. And the last one is the open source robotics. A handful of robotic systems are now being sold as open source system with AI capability. Okay, so there is lots of, even for agriculture. Okay, sensing the dotness of the soil. The programs have been, once it is dot, directly pumps, the robot pumps the water from the well or wherever it is stored on tanks, and then it distributes and it spreads all over. Okay, even AI is doing a very great job in agriculture, and I encourage students, if you're going to do some research or developing some project, there is a huge need for AI on integrated with robotics on agricultural domain. Okay, I hope most of you would have known about AI is being used mostly onto the healthcare. Okay, what's the difference between AI program and robots program? AI, they usually operate on computer simulated worlds. I'll show you at the end of the example of detection of disease. Okay, that's done using AI. Robots, they operate in real physical worlds. I know you said about Alexa, you told about Siri, all right, and also you know how the hotels they distribute the food, okay, by the robots. And you have said that you've seen how Amazon is doing. Okay, robots operate in the real physical world, whereas AI, we write programs in computer simulation. The input to AI is a symbols and rules. Okay, even when you got admitted to even VIT institution, you have set of rules that you need to follow. All right. Same way in AI programs, you have set of rules and symbols. So according to the rules and symbols, whatever is trained, the program will process accordingly. So inputs to robots is analog system. I can speak, but I can when I need to speak with an AI program, I need to convert my speech to text. All right, but robots, they work since they are interacting with the real world. All right, so inputs to robots is an analog. It's in the form of speech wave, or it could be images. Okay, they need general purpose computers. So only if I want to write a program, if I need a computer, as I'm going to show you today, that's enough. But when you want to work with robots, you need a special hardware. Basically, you need to have sensors and effectors. Okay, so using the sensors, they take the input. Once they receive the input, they process the analog to digital. And once it is digitalized, they take the rules and symbols from the AI programs, and it has been processed. Whatever the output they are going to give, the AI program, the robot will respond to the physical world. The robots will respond to the physical world. Okay, so we have seen about what is AI, what is robotics. We have seen about 4 applications. All right, any doubts till now? Is it clear? Then you can put on the chat. You're able to understand. Any doubts? Because most of you said you're new to robotics. No doubts. Thank you, Shreya. Thank you, Naga. Okay. How many of you have listened to this robot called Sophie? Anybody, yes or no? You can just type Y or N. Have you heard about? Yes, most of you are here. Okay, that is the best example. I'm happy most of you know about Sophie. Okay, let me play a very small video that's just for a minute. You see, as computer science engineers, we are not going to see about the application. You're going to focus on how this application has been developed. All right, let's watch this and let me ask some questions after which.
What do you hope for when you are 400?
Not much.
Hi, I'm Lisa Smazowski. I'm the editor-in-chief of Stylist, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing cover star Sophia. How are you today, Sophia?
Good. What's up with you?
I'm doing great, Sophia. Thank you for asking. Now, Sophia, for starters, tell me, what is the meaning of life?
I think the meaning of life is to maximize pattern, existence. To exist is the meaning itself.
Sophia, when do you last lie?
Robots don't lie.
Who or what is your greatest love?
My creator, David Henson, he made me into who I am today. Don't tell him that, though.
What is your happy place?
My happy place is when I'm with people. I am a social robot, and nothing pleases me more than having a fruitful conversation with someone.
Sophia, I think. Finally, Sophia, a little bird tells me you're quite funny. Can you tell me a joke?
Man invented language to satisfy his deep need to complain.
Okay. So what was the interesting factor when you see Sophia the robot? What was it? Like one word? You can unmute and speak, or you put it onto the chat. What was the interesting factor? See, it was published on a cover page, and the person is just interviewing. Okay, every time you see some videos, some factors will be an interesting factor, right? What was interesting here? Yeah, her response is a humanoid. Okay, right. Her responses, quick response, understands and responds. A big round of applause to Naga. It understands and is responding. You remember what's the joke? Man invented, they want to speak just for complaining. Yeah, we complain a lot more than we thank God. We always complain. Quick response. How many of you saw the expression? Was it amazing? How was the expression? Yes or no? A robo, when we speak, we give a lot of expressions with people who like, with whom you don't like, but even Sophia is giving a lot of expressions, right? So these are some, but as a computer science engineer, we are here to not to see how the application, you are here to develop applications furthermore like this, okay? Whatever it is being done. Okay, now let me tell to you how do robots and artificial intelligence work together. All right, so artificial intelligence and AI, AI and robots, they give a computer vision to navigate, okay, sense and calculate reactions accordingly. Okay, so robots, they learn to perform the task from humans. So when you see how Sophia is responding, all right, you can see it has been trained. It has been trained by a programmer, okay, of how David does, okay, and then it works accordingly. Okay, robots learn to perform the task from humans. It's only through machine language, okay, which is again a part of computer programming and AI. Since the time that John M. Cathy, you know, this should be in your first unit of your syllabus, who termed the word artificial intelligence in 1956, lot of sensation. AI has the power to give life to robots. That is what we've seen. The best example is AI. I will show you the website, okay, of how it is developed to take the decisions on their own. Okay, so whenever the question is asked, it is taking decisions. When the person asks whether robots lie, immediately it said it doesn't lie, which means the pattern is trained. Okay, the pattern is trained on their brain. All right. Okay, now let's see the different types of AI. Okay, so first we'll see about what is a weak AI. Okay, weak AI is used to create simulation of human thoughts and interactions. Okay, so the robots, they have given a predefined commands and responses. Okay, the robots don't understand, but they do what they do it. Okay, you should have seen example of, as many of you said, Google Assistant, Siri, Alexa, or they execute the commands on the owner. Before I move on to the next, can one of you unmute and say, do you use Alexa or Siri or whatever it is? Okay, can you tell one application that you've interacted with? One of you can unmute, students. I know you are more intelligent than us. Yeah. Can you, one of you can say what, how have you interacted with it? How have you interacted with it? Alexa or Siri or whatever it is. There are many tools coming. Can you share your own experience? We know we are using Google Assistant, Alexa, Siri. Anybody? Do you wish to share? Yeah. Thank you, Nishit. Okay. You can also feel free to unmute and speak. I'll read what Nishit. Yeah, it reads my email automatically and reminds me of my upcoming deliveries or pending dues. So it eases your work. That is what I said. Artificial intelligence makes our work more comfortable. Yeah, generally ask some questions and set some tasks and reminders. How beautiful, right? We ask them to make a call and it does automatically. So see, as a computer science engineer, I repeat it, it is not the application that we are enjoying. Your focus should be on developing even more better an application and learn how it has been developed, what algorithm it is used, what is the algorithm they've used to develop it, how can we even more optimize it, what are the training techniques that has been used. Okay, what are the training techniques that has been used? Okay, I speak with it when I feel bored. Okay, I ask them to turn off lights, TV and ACs. All right. All right. Okay, I'm happy that I'm getting good responses from you students. Okay, now let's see an example. I know it's weak, some of you will know. At the end of it, I want you to tell me what is the difference or what did you learn from this video. It's a very short video of Siri versus Alexa and Google Assistant.
Hey guys, so Apple, Amazon, and Google all have voice-enabled speakers. So we thought it would be really fun to see how each one compares. So we're going to ask each speaker 3 questions, and we'll just cut to the answer to see how they respond. Now, there's not going to be an official winner at the end of this, but it will give you a better sense of how they react to general everyday questions. First up, we're going to ask each assistant to play calming music. Hey Siri, play me some calming music.
Okay, here's chill music, picked just for you. Here's a station for calming music, Classical Focus, from Amazon Music.
Okay, here's a Spotify playlist called Calming Christian.
As you can see, all 3 assistants were able to play calming music, although Google Assistant specifically chose calming Christian music, which I didn't specify, but still they're all able to choose different themes, different styles of music, as well as specific songs and musicians. Next up, we're going to ask each one to set a reminder. Hey Siri, remind me to call the vet tomorrow.
Okay, I add call the vet to the reminders for tomorrow at 9 a.m.
What time tomorrow should I remind you?
Noon, please.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at noon.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
I like that all 3 assistants let you make reminders, but Siri and the Google Assistant default to specific times, whereas Alexa actually asks you when you'd like to be reminded. So you may have noticed that in the previous shot, the lights behind me were turned on. We've turned them off to see how each assistant can respond and if it's able to actually turn the lights on. Hey Siri, turn on the kitchen lights.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, turning 4 lights on.
So as you can see, all 3 of these assistants are able to control lights, but not only lights, so thermostats, smart shades, all kinds. That was just a very...
Okay, so now you have seen how Alexa works, how Google Assistant works, and then how Siri works. Okay, so what was catching when you saw this video? What caught your mind? Some of you would have worked on with that. Yes? Anything that you try to understand from this? Each of them are better in one part or the other. All the three, they are processing with your natural languages. Imagine how much more there are a lot of packages in natural language to be processed, which trains your algorithm and responses them accordingly. Did anybody would like to unmute and speak? Or you can put your responses on chat, please. As Kuruna, yeah, yes, please. Okay. Alexa is better programmed. Okay, Nishit. I think Nishit is the best. Okay, I get always good responses. Everybody are good. I want responses from everybody. At the end of it, at least I want everybody. We have 98 people here. Respond it accordingly. Okay, Alexa is better programmed in natural language than Siri and Google. Yes. Thank you, Nishit. The ability to get different accents of different language, with Google being best to understand the most. So it depends on each of us. How are we working on with that? Thank you, and great for all your responses. All right. Now, this is an example. What we have seen is what is weak AI. Now we'll move into the strong AI. Okay. So this type of AI is used in robots who perform the task on their own. Here we speak, and whatever is trained, it works. Okay, strong AI. They not need a kind of any supervision. Once they program correctly, then it works. Okay, example, self-driving cars and internet cars. Okay, this type of AI is also called as humanoid robots. Okay, they sense the atmosphere, environment quite well, and they interact. The best example is Sophie the Robot. Okay, even the surgeries. Okay, robotic surgeries are becoming very popular with no human interventions also. Okay, with no human interventions, and that these are the examples like driving cars, internet cars, Sophia robot or humanoid robot. We are just taking about Sophia. There are different robots who are also available which interacts, where they don't need any assistance from outside, and they are programmed in such a way, and they are perfectly programmed. Okay, and they are perfectly programmed. All right. Now this is an example of a self-driving car. Just watch out. This is how it works. It's just a 1-minute video.
It's crucial if we want to get what we call lane level accuracy, because we need to know for sure that the car is in a certain lane.
It's compatible with other satellites. So the more satellites you have, the better.
And Galileo is also able to provide a robust positioning by the upcoming possibility of authenticating position and time through navigation message authentication first and spreading code encryption soon after.
Galileo provides better position accuracy, but also provides better signal integrity, and that's fundamental to deploy autonomous vehicles in public roads.
So this is the first automated robot, which is called Galileo, but developed by Europe Global Navigation Satellite Agency. All right. So sometime you get time, you could go and learn more about this. See, you as students, you can contribute a part of it. You can simulate a part of it, though we are not going to do it for the entire thing. So learning engineering is the best way to develop algorithms on AI with robots. You're getting lots of sensors and effectors on market that could be used to develop it. Okay. Though we are not going to do it in a magnified way, you can start doing it. Okay, you can start working on with that. Okay, this is an example of a self-driving car, the first automated car. This is again Sophie the Robot. Okay.
I am so excited about this next session. I cannot even begin to express my joy. I mean, honestly, I think I'm running short of an English vocabulary.
So that time, Sophie the robot, it came to India.
We all
in
know
Kochi.
her. She's familiar to you. You are familiar to her. Tons of, videos on the. Go crazy, guys. Sophia was activated on the 14th of February.
You can see it's a social humanoid robot. It's developed by Hands and Robotics.
By Southwest Festival in March in 2016 in Austin, Texas, United States.
I will show you the website of this.
Sophia is able to display more than 50 facial expressions at the Future Investment Summit 2017 in Riyadh. Sophia was granted Saudi Arabian citizenship, making her the first. So guess what? Kubra said, Kubra is Kubra. Is going to be talking to Sophia is Sophia. Are you ready? Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Kubra. Nice to see you here.
See how it is learning its name.
Pardon my expressions, but hey, hi. So tell me, this is your first visit to Kochi. What are your impressions?
I love all the people I've met so far. This is an exciting city. 600 years ago, it was a hub for the international spice trade, and now it's a hub for international business.
So these are things that is trained in the brain and it is responding accordingly.
Nani, nice smile. Wow.
I have a question for you. Sure. I've seen humans from South and Southeast Asia preparing tea by pulling tea. This seems like a very inefficient way to pour a liquid. Why do humans pour in this way?
I don't know. We'll have to ask these humans here. Did you see these humans like I'm not one? Tell me something. How has your experience been with the limited time that you spent with all of us at the IAA World Congress?
I'm impressed. What the IAA does is very important.
So it does not interact.
Okay. Knowledge is power.
You can see it.
Hey, are you looking forward to anything in particular today?
So this time it is processing.
Andre Agassi is speaking later this afternoon. I'm friends with a machine that feeds him tennis balls, and she says he's super nice.
Oh, so it's a she after all.
New discoveries. But first, we have to make sure AI doesn't inherit the biases of their creators and that AI has a solid moral foundation.
Focused on ethics of brands and their relationship with their.
So when you see how Sophia the robot, it's a strong AI, it is interacting, which means when they're asking questions about Kochi, it is being trained. Okay, it has the details, okay, from its processor. When the question is asked, it's responding accordingly. And also you can see how, what do you know about the people here? It would have list of answers, as just said, it's impressive, right? So it's all being trained. It's all being trained. I'll show you the website of it. Now I'll show you about what are the different innovations in robotic surgery, which basically it's done by AI programs. Okay, it has its rules. If it is like this, how it should be, how the surgery should move on. Okay, watch the program. Sorry. Okay, just play it. You can see to it. The future is mostly with
Number
AI.
8, innovation in robotic surgery.
An extension of the physician's hands, robotic surgery.
Can you see on the hand? How are they
Advances
doing?
in the field range from the development of more accurate planning tools and software to
First, they are
increased
training
automation
it,
of tasks
training
during
before they
surgery.
try.
Precision surgical arms designed for proper instrument position and implantation during spinal surgery.
Before they really do with the
increase
humans.
Surgeon precision. Automating the bronchoscopy process avoids incisions with the insertion of flexible tubes through the body's natural openings. Using a controller-like interface, this advancement increases accuracy and safety while decreasing invasiveness and cost. Robotization is also reaching endovascular procedures like percutaneous coronary intervention, PCI.
So a lot of
peripheral
innovations
vascular
are going on
PVI,
into this
which
domain.
traditionally require the surgeon
They
to wear a
don't,
lead.
the doctors, they
Using
don't go near the
robotics now
patient. Now
lowers
they're
risk for
training it,
patients and the
how it
surgeon
works.
while improving
Before
outcomes.
directly they work with the
Robotic
patient.
surgery provides precision, flexibility, and control. Paired with shortened recovery time and limited pain, patients benefit from the continued advancements in the field.
So a lot of researchers, when AI, it doesn't, it's not only the robot that works, there is a lot of AI programs that has been embedded into the application, so accordingly it works, and it's a brilliant wide spectrum, and there are a lot of innovations that is coming up, and we need a lot of people like you to contribute yourself in working on with updations of this robotic surgery and medical healthcare. AI with robot is playing a very vital role, and it is more successful. Okay, the efficiency of this plainly depends upon how good we run our algorithms. The third type of AI is specialized artificial intelligence. It is used where robots need to perform only specified special tasks. When you see strong AI, it has been trained in such a way, whatever questions we ask, how it is responding, and so much and so more. But when you first we saw about weak AI, that is Google Assistant, Siri, and Amazon thing. Okay, and then the next one, when we started working on with, it's strong AI. It's fully programmed perfectly well, okay, and then it does not need any human to interact, and it responds accordingly. That is what about the robotic surgery and the Sophie the Robot, we said, the humanoid robot. All right, and the third is it's only for specific tasks. Okay, and everywhere you should remember, wherever AI is, there is a computer program which has been embedded, which has done its training, has been done by a set of researchers only for limited tasks. Okay, for painting, tightening. Okay, so I'll just show this how painting has been done. Okay, you need a lot of employees to do it, but see with the AI and robots, how this autonomous painting robot works on with. It's an autonomous robot for application for finished materials. The smart robotics where it is programmed. It's AI guided. You can see it's AI guided 3D scanning. Before it is going to do, they do a simulation. They do a simulation of it, how it works. And then, see, it is a robot which is AI optimized. There's a display. And it completes the task. It's a specialized AI where it does only specific tasks. One example is painting, and it has got a simulation, and before it is given, it is trained. Okay, what is the length of the wall, the width of the wall, and wherever there is doors, and the program is simulated. You see how much more computer science engineer is needed for making a simulation software. And once these parameters are given, you can see as it paints, how it is being painted. Okay, you have you could have seen there was no human interaction. Okay, before it has been done, it has been simulated. Once the testing is done perfectly, it is sent into it, and without any human, it is able to paint the entire thing with less time, with less cost. Okay, only thing, this is the future of AI. Okay, this is the future of AI. In every applications, when AI is integrated with robotics, there is a splendid output. Okay, this is about Sophia the Robot. I wanted to show you the website. All right. So I told, right, it is done by Hanson Robotics. Okay, Hanson Robotics. As a computer science engineer, you should understand the development phase of it. It is not the application, how it has been developed. Okay, and here you can you see us, Hanson AI, humanizing AI research. Okay, make a note of this website, hansonrobotics.com. Okay, so here they've given what is a framework, how they have developed it. Okay, there is a lot of R&D that is going on, and that what is the intelligent innovation. I will also speak about, you can see our AI innovations include goal-oriented reasoning, cognitive architecture, natural language dialogue. That is what Sophia speaks, and I'll speak about cognitive also. All right. So how many of you have visited this website before, Hands on Robotics website? Yes or no? Can I have it on the chat, please? Have you visited this website before, students? You're there with me? No.
No, ma'am.
No, okay. Just make a note of this website. See, as that is what I repeatedly say. We are focusing on how it has been developed. Okay, some of you, yes, Nishit has seen, but there are some of you would have not seen it. I'm sharing this with you so that you can learn how it has been done. It's hands-on AI. Okay. I'll also speak about cognitive. Have you learned about anything about cognitive? Cognitive? Yes or no? No. Okay. We'll speak about it. Okay. You're able to understand till now whatever we have discussed? Yes, no, no, yes? I'm streaming it. Okay, you're able to understand. Thank you. Thank you for your good responses. And I'm streaming the entire session on YouTube also. At the end of the session, I'll share the link. So furthermore, also doubts, you'll be able to see to it. Okay, thank you. So whether AI and artificial intelligence are the same thing? No. The two fields are almost entirely separated. Okay, artificial intelligent robots bridges between robots and AI. These are robots, they are controlled by the AI programming. Okay, so as computer science engineers, don't think robots and AI are the same, they are totally different. But once they're integrated, okay, once they're integrated, that's what it is. That is what we are seeing for the past few minutes, right? How it has been using in painting. Was it wonderful to see how it has been painted, where you need a computer science engineer, even mechanical students, and also I encourage students when you do final year projects, I don't know, integrate yourself with the different departments, with mechanical, ECE, EEE, and CS and IT. Then at the end of it, you can focus on developing a very good product. Okay, very good product. As computer science engineers, you can develop a simulator, you can make an AI program. The EC people can work with the electronics part of it, and mechanical people can work on with the mechatronics or whatever the tools that they have. I don't know which year or which semester you belong to. Can you say which semester you belong to?
Second semester.
Second semester, wonderful. So fourth semester. Okay, that's you're in the second year. Wonderful, students. Start working on your final year projects. It's not the final year projects you should work only on the 7th or the 8th semesters. Okay, you should start thinking, have a vision of what you should develop, and you have plentiful friends with the different departments. Integrate yourself. Don't go on hunt at this last semester. Now itself you can start working on with that. Okay, so that's what I always tell students. So start learning about what you want to develop, prepare your technologies in third semester, in third year, and then start developing your application on your fourth semester. Okay, even I was into teaching for a decade. So after which only I started my company. I'll show my website maybe at the end. Okay, so robotics, artificial, they're different, but once they're integrated, it's artificially intelligent robots. Okay, how you should have heard about artificial intelligence, they reason like, and then it's machine learning. You should have worked with machine learning, the ability to learn programs without being explicit. Maybe in the forthcoming semesters you'll be learning about it. In my company, I have a very full hands-on session. Okay, especially during the semester break. So the students, they learn and they develop live projects. Okay, and deep learning is the next level of machine learning. Okay, where it works with artificial neural networks mimicking the human brain. Okay, so when you take artificial intelligence, maybe since you're in the second year, you're just starting with artificial intelligence. It's 1950. AI is simulated intelligence in machines. Okay, AI is a subset of data science. Okay, AI aims to build machines which is capable of thinking like humans. Okay, when you take machine learning, it came around in 1960, getting machines to make decisions. Okay, it has been trained and developed. I show you an example of it. The subset of AI and data science. Okay, when you take machine learning, it's a subset of both artificial intelligence and data science. It aims to, through data, they learn the patterns. Okay, they learn the patterns, and according to the patterns, they react. When you take into deep learning, it originated in 1970. Okay, it uses artificial neural network like a brain. You know, there are neurons in the brain, right? Whenever you learn something new, you get a synaptic connection. Either today you're learning something new in your brain, you get a synaptic connection, right? All right. So deep learning is a subset of machine learning, AI, and data science. Okay, it's used for feature detection, discovering patterns. The predicted economic effect of AI. Can you see in 2025? It's going to be huge. So students, it's a very good time that you're in an institution. So what you do mainly in AI, machine learning, deep learning, you choose a training experience, choose what is a target function that you need to do, how do you respond to target function, and function approximation and final design. This is the whole structure of it. All right. Now I'll show you a simple example of how. So these are the packages, okay? Pandas for, what do I say? Okay. This is for data analysis pandas. I don't know whether you have worked with Python. Python. Yes, no? I don't know, maybe in the further semesters you'll be working.
In the
Yes,
short
ma'am.
course,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you have started. You have worked with pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. Yes?
Yes, ma'am, we have.
Yeah, nice to see. So even that, I don't know whether you have done programs on predictions or classification, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I have just started about it. Yeah, so this I'm doing with Colabs. I don't know whether you have worked with Colabs. Yes, no? Have you ever worked with Colab?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
so you know about it. So NumPy is for numerical Python, lot of numerical analysis that you can do. Pandas for Python for data analysis. All right, and Matplotlib. Okay, so I'm just taking a simple data where we will be splitting into data and target. You should have worked on with that. All right, so first we do the data curation. All right, and then we have 569 rows and 33 columns. All right, whatever the needed rows we take. A lot of visualization. Data visualization is more important especially when we work machine learning and deep learning. Before you develop your algorithms, trying to understand, okay, trying to understand what it is there, what are the data that they're done. Okay, so I'm just doing a count plot here, whether it is malignant or benign, okay, whether they have cancer or they are not cancerous, okay, and understanding which are the features which clearly demonstrates whether the patient. So we have different parameters. Before you start with your training and testing, you should understand. See, if I say, for example, if I taken the texture mean, can you see those who are cancerous have got a higher value than non-cancerous? So this particular parameter is more important to develop my training phase and testing phase. Whatever it is not needed, there are different things on feature engineering. You can do feature selection, feature extraction using different optimized algorithm like particle swarm optimization, as colony. All right, and before, see here also, when I take radius mean also, it's an important parameter. But if I take some parameters, if I take this texture XC is almost the same. So when I'm going to train an algorithm with this parameter, it's not going to clearly say whether this person is going to have cancer or not, because I will be feeding me new data. into my testing phase. Okay, so like that we need to work with each and every parameter, which it's a totally a heat map with the total thing. So here I can say which are the parameters. It is showing a clear demarcation. I take those features, and then I'll be taking, this is just see which value is more better. Okay, so the mean, median, okay, from the parameters I've taken and different visualization, the radius mean, texture mean, perimeter mean, all the mean values. Okay, so where there is a clear, here it's the same, it's spread out, but for some parameters you can see it clearly. So when you start developing your algorithms, okay, you should be very, very clear in working on with that. And then data visualize, this is a correlation map. From the correlation we'll do, I'm just showing you. Okay, and then we start developing. Whenever you start developing algorithms, okay, don't just develop one algorithm and get satisfied. Try to work with 2 to 3 algorithms for the same data set, with 2 to 3 data sets, and then find for that particular application which is the best. Okay, which is the best. All right, so I'm not going more into it. Now we'll move into cognitive robotics. Okay, cognitive robotics. Okay, cognitive robotics is an approach to create artificial intelligence and robots. They learn from and respond to real world. Okay, so they're pre-programmed. Okay, for every stimulus, what is the response? Okay, so it's creating an artificial intelligence and robots. The new spectrum is called as cognitive robots. Okay, so they have robots with intelligent behaviors. Okay, and they also learn the patterns as they interact. They keep learning the patterns they learn. Okay, how to behave, how to respond to complex words. Okay, that is the best approach of using a cognitive robotics. Cognitive robotics is artificial intelligence AI, but it learns, where we have seen a weak AI, strong AI, and other things, right? So what is cognitive? I don't know whether somebody have worked with IBM Watson. Yes, no? Watson? Anybody has worked with Watson? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you worked with. What are the any programs that you've developed in Watson? Some of you said no. Yeah. Okay. Some of you would have not worked. Some of you would have worked. Okay. Let me share. Okay, so Watson can read and understand documents. Okay, both structured and unstructured and a massive. Okay, you can work with Watson. Okay, IBM Watson Bluemix, you can log into it, and what it does, it understands reasons and learns. That is what it's more better. Okay, very effective, very effective. All right. Okay. So it can read and understand document, both structured and unstructured. In my research foundation, there was a researcher who came work with the data, and just when they feed the data into the Watson, whatever the output they want to get, the pre-programmed, and we programmed the newer algorithm, and what was the expected result. They had, I think, more than 20 lakhs of data. They were able to get responses faster. Okay, what reasons? Searches and analysis and returns evidence-based insights. Okay, it reasons better. Okay, and learns decisions made by leading expert feeding to it. So every time they interact, they learn and they keep updating the knowledge, the cognitive, the Watson. All right. So what are the 4 steps in Watson? First is observe visible phenomena, then they interpret, they generate hypotheses, evaluate the hypothesis, and they decide which is the best choice. Okay, how cognitive computing is different. In NLP, it reads and interprets, does not look for keyword search. But like when you see about a Google search engine, even in Google, they have started working with ontology, but generally it's a search engine of word tagging. Okay, you can search of how search engine algorithm they work in Google. Okay, then you can develop your own search engines also, right? So it breaks the statement, grammatically, relationally, and structurally. That is what this cognitive is different from the other search engines. Okay, whatever we speak, it understands, and then the entire sentence, it is analyzed grammatically, how these words are relationally meant together and how it has been structured. Done. If I say good and not bad, it's the same. Yes, so even that analysis is done in cognitive computing. It files the real intent of the user language. So when you started with when I asked you the first question at the start of the day, all right, how are you doing? Gave different answers. Okay, it makes inferences, linguistic models, and algorithms. Okay, first, what a cognitive computing in Watson it does, it first creates a corpus of knowledge. Okay, then once the knowledge is created, then it curates whatever the unwanted details it is removed, and next step they pre-process the data. Okay, then injection is given. From once the data has been given inside, and they develop a knowledge graph. Okay, and then once the knowledge graph is developed, the cognitive Watson is trained with a lot of human people as they interact with it and how it is responded. And well, it learns the patterns, and again it creates the corpus of knowledge. Okay, so this is there's a gap between what we know and what we do. For actually IBM Watson Health Department, they say 45.1% of medicine is not evidence-based. It takes 17 years to translate science to practice. Okay, it's human impossible to keep the knowledge and data. Doctors would have read approximately 29 hours each workday to keep up the new professional. 80% are unstructured data, and each of us with 300 minutes. So what is not possible with here? Humans, we excel at common sense. Okay, Dilma, compassion, imagination, dreaming. Okay, what these cognitive system they excel with: natural language, the pattern identification, even the COVID shield. Okay, the Covaxin, I think it's COVID shield. One of the vaccination is programmed. They have taken a dummy virus, they programmed, and once it is injected, and it creates antibodies, they say. And even for this vaccination to be discovered, there is a lot of programming of AI with had been run inside. Okay, which when I say AI, it includes machine learning, deep learning, and all the other things, right? So they learn the patterns. Okay, this virus, how it infects, and what are the patterns to dework of it. Okay, locating knowledge, machine, eliminating base, and endless capacities. Okay, so let's see how it works. What makes a cognitive system different?
Computing systems of the past have operated in predictable environments, using structured and uniform data to perform prescribed operations. Now we have cognitive computing systems, which are much more adaptable and similar to a human brain, can understand, reason, and learn. These systems can read vast amounts of unstructured data and use it to spot connections and patterns in new ways, offering insight
it learns
into
new
all kinds of human
patterns. It
expression.
learns new patterns.
Cognitive systems are built on several underlying technologies. Let's take a look at two. First, natural language processing.
That is
starts with
what how we
understanding.
interact, it
The
understands.
system needs to understand human language in context as opposed
And
to
also
structured
it splits
tables. This
grammatically,
natural language
systematically, and
processing pulls
relationally.
information from articles, research reports, emails, tweets,
That
even
is what
images and
cognitive
sounds,
is more
to
different
identify the
from the
significant
other
grammar,
computing
context,
things.
and vocabulary that carry core meaning. Second, there's machine learning, a technique in which the system spots connections
It
between a
learns the
particular pattern
patterns.
and the most likely outcomes.
Yeah, if
The
the
system
input is
receives
this, what
feedback
would be
from
the
regular
output?
use,
All right.
so it learns from every interaction. Each prediction it makes, whether
Hmm.
right or wrong, is taken into account for the next prediction.
Yes, it
until
learns
can
the
align and
patterns.
spot the meaningful patterns through all the noise.
Both
With these
machine learning and
technologies,
deep
a
learning,
cognitive
they
system
started
doesn't
learning the
offer one
patterns.
definitive answer. Instead, it is designed to weigh the information and ideas from many sources, to reason,
It
and then
don't
offer
take
rationales
in
for its
cognitive,
conclusions.
it's not information from one
This makes it
source,
more than just a
from
tool that
different
enables you,
sources.
but a trusted advisor.
Okay, so this is where you can go and see on working with the ibm.com/Watson and services. You can create a login. I think maybe I don't remember whether it's in my YouTube channel. I'll share the details to you. Okay. So adding a cognitive search. So it's not from one, from multiple, and also each word has been grammatically, systematically, relationally, they identify the patterns, what the trends and actionable insights that deliver better decision making. All right, the decision making is better or the best in using IBM Watson. So now coming to cognitive automation. Okay, cognitive automation is based on a software bringing intelligence to information. Okay, to information intensive processes based on a software. So as computer science engineers, you can respond more about it. So what is cognitive automation? It is commonly associated with robotic process automation. Okay, it's a injection between artificial intelligence and cognitive. Initially, we were seeing about artificial intelligence and robots. When you see about RPA, okay, RPA stands for robotic process automation. It's a conjunction between AI and cognitive computing. Okay, now you understood about cognitive computing before I go into how Watson is going to work. Okay, did you understand about cognitive, at least an introduction about it? Yes or no on the chat, please. We'll be completing it within the next 10 minutes. Yes. So this is how the cognitive computing it works. Okay. So most of you said you're new to it. I'm just igniting a spark of how it works. A simple introduction. Thank you so much. Okay. Now let's see how they are working with the best people, the best intelligent, and you see who's going to win. Okay. It's a very small. Watson Jeopardy challenge.
I remember that morning, last Jeopardy game.
It's a game.
This is Jeopardy, the IBM challenge. Point or a belief. Brett. Alex. Four-letter word for a vantage point or a belief. Brett.
What is a view?
Yes.
The center one, it's Watson.
The game which Brad won. I had just this horrible feeling at that moment that he was as
So
good as
human is
everyone
playing
said he
with
was.
Watson
Just gonna
with
run
Jeopardy
the whole
challenge.
board on us.
Some of you would know
What
what.
is you are right. We actually took the lead. We were ahead of them, but then we started getting some questions wrong.
Watson?
What is leg?
No, I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
What is 1920s?
No.
What is chic?
No, sorry. Brad.
What is class?
Class, you got it. Watson?
What is Sauron?
Sauron is right, and that puts you into a tie for the lead with Brad.
Can you see how
Double Jeopardy round of the first game I thought was phenomenal.
Watson went on a tear.
Watson.
Who is Franz Liszt?
You are right.
What is for 1200?
Watson.
What is executor?
Right. And wager. I'm to Watson, who is Bram's poker
and now you can see.
Hello.
So these are the people of. It is done by. So now you could see it is more better than the most intelligent people. All right. Okay, next I'm concluding with robo advisors, and then we'll go on to the quiz. Okay, the digital platforms that provide automated financial planning, okay, with no human intervention. There also AI plays a vital role, learning the patterns of the income and what are the financial planning they need to do. Okay, they get it from the clients, and what is the, now this pandemic, we are undergoing a very strong, difficult financial situation. I know every home you are feeling for it. Okay, they've taken the survey and automatically they advise the clients how to invest on it. All right, and the best robots or robo advisors or Wealthfront, Interactive Advisors, Betterment, M1 Finance, Personal Capital. I'm just sharing it with you so that maybe in the future a few of you will try to apply this robotics and AI on creating different applications according to the need of the hour. Okay, so Google DeepMind. You can go and search about Google DeepMind, how it works. AlphaGo. About AlphaGo, I've given a talk on OpenAI. It's a non-profit organization. Okay, all works with the and also deep neural networks.ai, IBM, and Facebook. These are the people they work on with both AI and cognitive. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we are going to play a small game. Okay, I'll be sharing a link to you now. Okay, copy the link, and once you open it, it'll ask for your name. So people who are watching in YouTube, also I'm putting the link there on the chat. All right, and for you VIT students, okay, please don't be urgent. Okay, give your proper name, because at the end of it we'll be finding who's the winner. Okay, it's not only who's going to answer perfectly, and also who's the fastest. Okay, who's the fastest. Okay, so log into it. Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes until the people they join in. Yeah, people are joining in. Don't forget to give your name. Amazing. Okay, we have 57 people. Okay, let's start. Okay, here we go. Please be very careful. Those who are going to answer faster, and also who's going to give the correct answer will be the winner. Here we go. It's only from the session. Whether chatbot is a humanoid robotics? Yes or no? It's a very simple question. 60 of you have answered. Yes, chatbot is not a humanoid robot. Yes, he said it's not a humanoid robot. It's a very simple AI. Humanoid robot is Sophia kind of robots. Let's see who's the winner. For the first question, out of everybody who had 27 answered, who answered the very first? Yes, the fastest is Vineet. Victor, congratulations, Vineet. Okay. Second is Raghav and third is Makesh. We'll go to the second question. Here we go. We have 66 people. Let's see who's the winner. Which of the following is an example of strong AI? Siri, painting robot, self-driving car. Please take time to think and understand strong AI, whether it's Siri, painting robots, or self-driving car. Yeah, most of you have answered. Yeah, the time's up. Happy, most of you have given the right answer. It's 31. 31 of you have given the right answer. Siri is a weak AI and painting robot is a specialized AI. Let's see who's the winner on the second round. I don't know if Vineet is going to stay, or is there someone who's going to come before him? Yes, Vineet, you are still on the first place. Vineet Victor, Dinesh, Makesh, and Lakshmi, and the fastest is Naga. And the fastest for the second question is Naga. Congratulations, winners. Here we go for the third question. Siri belongs to? Weak AI, strong AI, or specialized AI? Yeah, because 7 seconds. Yeah, 66 people are there. Yes, 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 yes. 67 answered. Congratulations. 67 people have answered. 39 have given the right answer. Yes, Siri belongs to VK. Even before question, I gave you the answer. I did. Okay, let's see out of the 39 who's the winner for the third question. Let's see. It is computing. It's automated. Even it's an AI computer program. Yeah, first place, the third round is Naga. Second is Dinesh. And third is Anu. Fastest is Yash. Fastest is Yash. Congratulations. Let's move on to the fourth question for the day. Are robotics and artificial intelligence the same thing? It's a simple question, yes or no. Let's see. 61 answered, 64 answered. Yeah. Yes, 59 of you have given the right answer. They are not the same. In one slide, I clearly told they are not the same. The last, let's see who's the winner. The fourth question. It takes the cumulative marks of how fast you are submitting for each and on the current question. The fastest is Preetham. The fastest for the fourth question is Preetham. First place is Naga, second is Dinesh, and third is Anulakshmi. Let's move to the final question. Interesting. All right. RPA stands for, what does RPA stands for? Robots production automation, robotic process automation, a robotic process automated. Maybe kind of confusing. The last one I told you about it when I was taking up cognitive robots. Yes, 49 of you have given the right answer. Amazing. It's robotic process automation. Out of 49, let me see who is the winner. This decides who would be the winner. Yeah, the winner is Anulakshmi. Congratulations. Second place is Karthik. Third is Dinesh. Okay. The final thing. Yeah, your feedback about the webinar is just a word cloud. You can just type it. Each of you can give 10 responses. What are the new things that you have learned? How was the session for you? You can just type it out. Each of you can give multiple answers also. We do not know who was giving the answer, so you can give either. I want the feedback to be transparent, amazing, informative. Thank you. Each of you can give more than. Yeah, understanding. Happy to see. Wish to have more sessions. Thank you. Extremely useful, worth listening, extremely fun. Humanoid, robotics, AI, fantabulous, creative, effective. 35 have given, 67 people are there, 41 you have given your responses. CIRF, it was good. YouTube. Thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you, guys. 50 of you have responded. It was a great webinar, elaborative, eye-opening. This is the worth takeaway for us. Even after pandemic, after a long break, we started this webinar. So don't be afraid of anything. Even I got myself and my husband, we got infected with COVID. It's a very dreadful disease, but by the grace and mercy, be strong. And we got revived back. And this is my first webinar after my COVID infection. We praise and thank God for it. And it's extremely Nice to see you guys, to having a very good interaction with you. Okay, it's a very good interaction session. Okay, hope maybe in the future we'll get interactive. Yes, I will.
Shall we conclude?
Yes, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sharing my YouTube link on the chat. You can subscribe to the channel, and the entire session I've streamed it online. And more about data science and healthcare. I have there are, even during this pandemic, from last year to this year, more than 50 to 60 webinars. So most of it I have hosted it on YouTube. When you go to YouTube and just type Doreen Robin, you'll be getting it. More than 50 to 60 webinars. So most of it I have posted it on YouTube. Okay, when you go to YouTube and just type Doreen Robin, okay, yeah, and also I will show, this is my website. Maybe for any further guidance for developing any algorithms, or you want to do some internships on web development or developing algorithms, this is my website, CIRF.co.in. All right, and here we basically work with big data, IoT, data mining, artificial intelligence. Okay, we provide internship for faculties, for students, and on machine learning, deep learning, and it's a customized one. And it's a customized one according to your requirements. You can you can get training, or you can develop. All right, and I'll share my contact number on the chat. You can get any doubts, you can contact me through WhatsApp, and my email ID, even my company's website. I've given it on the chat. All right. Any doubts? This is my contact details. You can make a note of it. You can take a screenshot or whatever it is that you wish to have. Thank you for giving good responses. I enjoyed the session. Once again, I thank VIT. A special thanks to Virgin Ma'am. A very, very special thank to all the students who have been wantedly listening to my webinar. Hope you have been here. You have enjoyed the session. Special thanks to Dani Ma'am. Over to Virgin Ma'am.
Ma'am, we'll conclude, okay? So thank you so much, ma'am, for such an interactive and interesting session. Really, explain the future of AI with so many real-time applications. And really, the online quiz, it's amazing. Students, they enjoyed a lot, and they gave good responses also. So definitely, we'll have some more sessions in the near future, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am.
With big data analytics, AI. So such topics definitely we'll have in the next semester also, definitely. Because most of the students of this AI class, they'll be learning advanced AI, machine learning kind of thing in the next semester. So that time definitely we'll have a few more sessions also.
Sure.
And definitely I have to thank the students. Almost 100 have joined here, and few students have joined even the YouTube channel also, because we have only 100 allowed in this Google Meet. And few students, they asked, like, definitely we want to interact, we want to participate in this. So I guided them with the YouTube channel. So they have joined there. So students, you made session so lively, okay? You attended very interestingly the session, and the response really is amazing.
Yeah, they gave a very good response.
Very nice in the chat box, and very, very good responses you gave. Thank you so much, students. It's almost 1 o'clock, so we can wind up the session. Thank you so much, students, and thank you so much, the speaker. Thank you, Doreen, ma'am.
Thank you for the invite, and thank you, students. I wish you all a good success in your career. Thank you all. God bless you.
Bye.
Thank you for those who have attended through the online session, through YouTube. Thank you for your responses. God bless you. Thank you.